touches. Years go falling in the fading lights. Time passages. Buy me a ticket.
Welcome back. 10:01, 13th day of November. Man, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm ready for Thanksgiving to get here, Roger. Roger Gordon joins us now. How are we doing today?
Pretty good. I'm ready for Thanksgiving, too.
Well, First Church of Christ Scientist is going to be having some really great upcoming services, and thanks for joining us and filling us in on it today.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me.
So where do we start? First of all, let's just talk about the different locations of the church around for folks that maybe can't get up to Elsa or wherever their prospective location is. Where are the locations around the community?
Sure. So I'm at First Church of Christ Scientist in Elsa. We also have Christian Science churches in Jerseyville and Alton Godfrey. So all three churches will be having Thanksgiving services on Thanksgiving morning.
Really cool. And now, how has the church grown throughout the years? How long have you been a member?
I've been a member a couple years now. I got here getting off of active duty and moved here to work at Principia College.
Really cool.
So been here a few years and joined the church, and it's a great church. My family loves it.
Take me through the community. What's it, and the sights and sounds of it, because I really think that's what folks love to hear about, is that community and what that atmosphere and that really just the vibe is like inside that church and how everyone comes together.
Yeah, thanks, CJ. I appreciate that. Really lovely people.
Yeah.
Really just kind, gentle, praying people, God-like people. So it's a quiet church. We're very peaceful. I think any Christian Science church you go into is very peaceful, very calming, healing atmosphere, and good people just who wrap you up in love.
And and right now, regardless, people just need to feel that, I think, and that embrace, especially in the time we're in. And with Thanksgiving coming up, before we even get there, we have a couple of weeks, and it could be a good opportunity for folks, if they're hearing this for the first time and have always been interested in learning more, to stop by and maybe check some stuff out. Mm-hmm. When are you guys, when are your service times normally?
So in Elsa, our services are Sunday mornings at 10:30. Alton Godfrey and Jerseyville at 10, and we have Wednesday services at 7:30 too.
Really cool. And now, is that Wednesday service just in Elsa, or is it in...
all the churches will have Wednesday evening services as well. Yeah. Really
unique. And now, how long have all the churches' locations have always been a part of each other, or did they come together after some time? Do you know?
So I don't know.
I've always been fascinated by it, just because I see them, when I drive to my parents' house every day.
Yeah. Well, so we've got the largest community of Christian Scientists in the world right here.
Do you really?
Because of Principia.
Wow.
Principia College and Principia School in St. Louis, but Principia College in Elsa.
Wow.
Probably the largest community. I don't actually know, but I would probably a fair guess, the largest community. And so I think the churches have naturally grown over the years in Elsa, in Jerseyville, and in Alton Godfrey. Well, because of that.
And now, especially at this time, with holidays coming up, it's the end of the year rush. The world's going 8 billion miles an hour, and everyone's just trying to grab 5 seconds of it to slow it down. What does the service kind of look and sound like as we get to this time point in the year?
Yeah, so the Thanksgiving service, it will have song, hymns, readings from the Bible and the Christian Science textbook. And really, the most special part of it is time for gratitude, where members of the community can share their gratitude, their give gratitude for blessings from God for the year. Moments of grace they've received, healings they've experienced. It's really inspiring to listen to and just to come together and give gratitude to God.
Well, and honestly, just that word you said, community, right now is just, always a great, term to use, especially when you're coming to the holiday season. It's time to slow things down and come together. And, things might take a little bit longer to get completed, but it's all about those memories that you're creating and the lessons you're learning too, Mm-hmm. And now with this too, guys, if you're just tuning in, coming up on Thanksgiving Thanksgiving Day, November the 28th, at First Church of Christ Scientist in Elsa. That location's at 53. I always get this pronunciation. Is it LaSalle or LaSalle?
I actually don't know. I think it's LaSalle.
Okay, yeah. I'll err with your side of caution here. 10:30 a.m. Then if you're not available to go to Elsa, but you are in that Alton Godfrey area, 1430 West Delmar Avenue in Godfrey at 10 a.m. will be the Thanksgiving Day service for that area. And then in Jerseyville, 1118 South Liberty Street at 10 a.m. For the Jerseyville location. And now, does each church follow that same kind of pattern?
Yeah, we do.
Really cool.
Yeah, the order of service is laid out in our church manual, and so every church will have this basically the same structure. I mean, the music will be different, so there'll be some stuff that's a little unique, but the structure is the same.
Well, and now take me through, if it's okay, a little bit of the Church of Christ Scientist a little bit, and just because I've never really learned about the practices and some of the, some of that, I'd be more than interested to learn, and our audience would too, in case maybe that's something for us.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that,
yeah.
TJ. Happy to. So the church founded by a New England woman, Mary Baker Eddy, in the late 1800s after she'd grown up in the Congregational Church, and after she was an invalid most of her life, and she was actually on her deathbed. She'd had a fall on the ice in February in New England and was on her deathbed, read one of Jesus' healings in the Bible, had what appeared to be a miraculous healing through glimpsing something from that Bible story. And out of that healing, she really started to study the Bible a lot and had a conviction the healing was not miraculous, that actually there was something scientific to it, hence the name Christian Science. And so she studied the Bible a lot, gleaned what she saw were laws of God that Jesus must have relied on to heal others. And since he told his disciples to heal, Christian Scientists believe we must be able to do that too. If Jesus expected his followers to heal, we must be able to do that through relying on laws of God through prayer. So Mrs. Eddy started to heal others, and out of that the church grew. Interesting.
Now, have you always practiced?
I have. I'm lifelong. I'm like a fourth generation Christian Scientist.
That's really interesting. Really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And now take me through just your experience. Have you always been at the Elsa location for church, or is that a place that you found after you got back from the military?
No. So I didn't grow up here.
Oh, okay.
Didn't go to college here. So
where from?
I grew up in California.
Really cool.
Yeah. And then was in Boston area for a while. Boston is actually the world headquarters of our church. So I worked there for a little while after college.
What was that like?
It was a very holy experience for me, a lot of spiritual growth. I worked for our church's religious magazine. So it was a cool job.
Wow. Yeah. Really fascinating. And now take me through what it's like being in this area with First Church of Christ Scientist in that Elsa location. What makes it different? What makes it stand out from, maybe some other places you've been in the past?
Well, that's an interesting question. I've always had good church experiences.
Really good to know. Yeah.
And have a good experience here too. And so I don't know that I would say anything makes it totally unique from other churches, but what I think just makes us stand out in general is the love and peace that people feel when they come to our church.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and now too, with Principia and all the great things that are going down there in Elsa too, it's got to just create this really unique community, I'm sure, at the church where it has all walks of life and background too.
Yeah. I mean, with Principia, we're very diverse. We have people from all over the world coming to college here. So that's pretty cool. It's a diverse community.
Oh, absolutely. And now, what is going to be the main takeaway, do you think, for folks that are going to stop by and are interested after this conversation or watching it live now on Thanksgiving? What's that main takeaway going to be, that main message, do you think?
Feeling uplifted, feeling grateful to God, feeling at peace. That's the main takeaway.
Really interesting. You got a moment to stick around?
Sure.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. I'll pay a quick bill. Time's 10:09 on this 13th day of November. 49 degrees in the heart of the 618. More Daily Show after this.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1,000,000. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Back to our Daily Show. Here's CJ. A little bit of ELO and a lot of Roger Gordon, First Church of Christ Scientist. How about that? 9 or 10:13. If I could tell time, I'd be really good at my job, Roger.
You're pretty good at your job.
You know, you were coming during the break, and you were coming in and telling me about the really unique and cool. Is it Christmas? Mm-hmm. Christmas event that you guys do at the Methodist Church?
Yeah, so we partner with the Methodist Church in Elsa. So this is unique to the Elsa Church.
Yeah,
Elsa Christian Science Church and Elsa Methodist Church. We're right next door to each other. I mean, if you go to Elsa, it's you can throw a stone and hit each other's church. You know, we're right next door. So we've been partnering for like 50 years, I think, I think back to the 60s or 70s. We do a joint Christmas sing in both churches. We start in one church and then we go to the other church and we work together to plan the program and celebrate Christmas together. Yeah, you know, I mean, we have our differences, but we don't really care for this event. We like to celebrate Christmas together.
Well, and we were talking, and I've always said this. I've said this on my show. You got to believe. I am fine with whatever denomination, whatever form, but right now the world's losing faith, and we need faith so bad. And I think it's great that you all, you know, push past the you know what you guys do each and every week, and just take it and come together for a night and a day of really great, you know, growth.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Now, when is this?
Let's see. This year it'll be December 15th, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Sunday.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And what's the address of the church? Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't know the
I
address
just
of
had
the
it.
Methodist church, but it's if you go to the Christian Science Church, it's right next door.
Really cool. And the Christian Science Church, 53 LaSalle Street, and we figured that out earlier. We think tentatively set at LaSalle. But we have been talking about the Thanksgiving festive services that are coming down the pipeline. When you guys are enjoying your Thanksgiving festivities, something to think about. Take some time out of the day. If you are in the Alton Godfrey area in our Riverbender coverage map, it starts at 10 a.m. in the Alton Godfrey area church at 1430 West Delmar. That's right next to Casey's and Levis Lane, which I don't know if you do because you drive past it. Apparently, when you live there, you forget that there's a stop sign at Levis Lane. That's not a yield. It's amazing what happens down there. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going to get smoked for that one. But, I really think this is such a positive thing to talk about because, whether you're in Elsa at 10:30 on the 28th or you're in Godfrey and Alton at 10 a.m. or in Jerseyville, I think it's really great to have these different locations because, for some folks, especially as you get older and who knows, transportation becomes an issue.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, I would just say get to where you can get to if you're interested in joining. Thanksgiving as a holiday, really, if you look at it historically, it's about giving gratitude to God. That's what George Washington, that's what his intent was in declaring the first Thanksgiving proclamation. Same with Abraham Lincoln. It's about giving gratitude to God. And so let's do that.
Well, now take me through who's leading the services, if it's okay.
Sure. So our church is structured a little differently. We don't have ordained clergy. We don't have pastors.
Okay.
And so we have democratically elected readers from our congregation who read from the Bible and the Christian Science textbook. That's our sermon, if you will.
Really interesting. Yeah.
So those are the people who lead the service.
Wow, and who are the leaders of the service? Do you know off the top of your head?
So at my church in Elsa, I happen to know very well because the first reader is my wife.
She's the best. She's the best reader.
She's great. My wife. I guess I'm biased. Yeah, she is.
That's right. Good answer, Roger. I was helping you out here.
So she's the first reader. Our second reader is a professor at Principia College.
Really unique. Yeah. And it's just one of those things I like to highlight because it's always good to meet the faces and some of the folks we'll be hearing, on the 28th. Yeah. And now we talked about your services already and when they're normally set. Outside of the winter event, is there anything you guys do in the start of the new year to ring in 2025?
I'm not sure. Other than our regular church services, I should say we also have, maybe you've seen them on occasion, Christian Science reading rooms.
Oh, yeah.
And so while that's not really ringing in 2025, I just want to put in a plug for our reading room too, because they're open a lot more regularly.
Where location?
There's one in the mall here in Alton. If you go to the Alton Mall, there's a reading room there. Ours in Elsa is right in the town. Right on LaSalle Street, just a few blocks down from the church.
Wonderful. And if you're just tuning in, we've been talking to Roger Gordon of the First Church of Christ Scientist, and you're with Principia as well. Yeah. And now take me through what it's like in your role at Principia and how it ties into the church, because this is really unique. I know that this is somewhat of what you do in your day-to-day, and what's it like to be around young people and kind of help them develop and discover for themselves, this potential in faith.
So I'm Director of Spiritual Life and Chaplain for Principia College, and it's really rewarding work. I think young people nowadays are written off as not being very interested in faith or spirituality.
True, yeah.
I don't think that's really true. There is some truth to it, but it's the surface level data that we see doesn't tell the whole story. I don't think.
Just to add to that, I think this individuals and the younger people that are heavily invested. I think that's the kind of the disconnect that I get from those stats. It's like, yeah, maybe, but the thing is, from what I've seen, the younger people that are in faith are not just maybe older generations didn't just went to church every Sunday because that's routine. I mean, they're heavily exploring their spirituality and faith.
Absolutely, would totally agree with that. Yeah, that's been my sense too. Is you kind of have to be if you're going to be like with the data we see right now. Yeah, like 100%. If you're committed, you're committed. So we definitely see that. It's really It's really rewarding work to support people in their own spiritual journey and help them find their own answers.
I bet, 100%.
I love it. It's great work.
And now, especially with Principia, because folks don't realize, and I've had Principia on a ton, especially with the mammoth. I think that is like the coolest darn story ever.
It really is. Yeah.
But I didn't realize kind of the prowess that Principia really has with around the country, you know, and how many different students are coming in from literally all over.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like that's what I find so interesting about what you do there, because it's not just a template student. You know, you're literally communicating and advising and helping and talking with and counseling every background, it seems like, at Principia.
Yeah. Very, very diverse.
Yeah.
It's like something around 40%. I can't remember the exact number, but it's around 40% of our students are international students.
That's incredible. That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
So and we're a small college, but so diverse. It's a fascinating place.
Well, and you guys have some good soccer programs too.
We do. Yeah. And a good rugby program.
Oh, that's really true. That's 100% true. Well, Roger, before I let you go, is there anything else we need to fill our audience in on?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I just would love to welcome, whatever your faith background, love to welcome you on Thanksgiving and let's give gratitude to God together.
It's time for my job now. That Thanksgiving that Roger was talking about. I happen to have the notes in front of me. November the 28th. There's 3 different locations that you, your family, your friends can go to and really enlighten yourselves on this Thanksgiving holiday. First Church of Christ Scientist in Elsa. That's 53 LaSalle Street at 10:30 a.m. Their website, www.cselsa.org. Plus, if you're in the Alton Godfrey area, 1430 West Delmar Avenue, right next to Casey's at 10 a.m. You can Google csalton.org. Then in Jerseyville, again at 10 a.m. at 1118 South Liberty Street. You can go to their Facebook page, facebook.com/CS Jerseyville. Roger Gordon, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, CJ. It was great to be here.
Oh, no problem at all. 10:21, little bit of change. We'll come back and chat for a few on this Wednesday morning. Then Lacey McDonald's coming in 100 years ago. Alton was craving goldfish and not the cracker.